Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, we're off for more of Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage / Gateway to Glimmer Reignited. And in the last episode, we completed the Magma Cone where well, personally, I forgot where one of the most infamous minigames of the game is. The location always catches me off guard, but it's because you've got to pretty much do one of those blind jumps from Spyro 1, which, as I've said before, don't happen nearly as often as Spyro 1. But those jumps in Spyro 1 you tend to remember a lot more, mainly because it happens all the time. It's one of those weird things which just, like, catches you off guard all the time. By the way, can I just say, when you're in the castle, don't, you know, jump about. You can easily fall through these. There's no invisible wall. As you just saw right there, because I tried to do a certain jump and the glide pushed me forward. Yeah, that's not good. But before we continue elsewhere and pay Moneybags once again is Sans, because if we just pop over around here, he's also down there. Not even... I was tempted to see if I can actually get him on the same screen. By the way, don't jump down there. That is death. Just saying. There's a portal over there, as well as another one of those whirlwinds that don't have any bottom to it. Why can't I just be on the platform? Seriously. But yes, there is a portal there, where Moneybags has walled us off. There's a portal over here. Well, across the bridge there'll be a portal. I mean, what else would it be? That's walled off. And if we come down this way, Alora's here with another gate to Summer Forest. Nothing in this gap. But yeah, a door that we can't use. But there is something that there is around here that isn't really that clear. There's a secret exit here. I mean, it's not that secret if you look at the map, but yeah, it's a little wall that's out of place. I mean, it's way more noticeable in the original, if you know what you're looking at. But yeah, that's something else we're going to have to deal with as well. But for now, we're going to be tackling things in order, just like before. We are going to be paying Moneybags first here, and then next.
I can let you into the little castle over there in exchange for a few gems. What do you say?
Wow, no advertisement, no sleazy comment. You just straight up say, pay me money and you can get in there. Well, at least you were to the point.
No one's been through that portal in years. I never thought I'd find a sucker. I mean, you're a shrewd customer, Spyro.
Moneybags, you're a greedy whore. There was no need for that. You could have just said thanks for the gems and we'd be on our way. But no, you had to go be an arsehole about it anyway. And you were doing so well starting off. Just flat out asking for the money and that's it. Then you had to go be like that. That's just rude. But yes, no one's been in this portal in years. Well, considering there was a door in the way of the portal, that might be the reason why. Plus there were gems in here, you lost out, boy. Shady Oasis is the second of two worlds that I have mentioned in Autumn Plains. Like with Fracture Hills, we're not going to be able to complete on the first visit. And even though it's not out of the way, we're not going to be doing much of this level until we come back for the second visit. The problem is we have to actually go through quite a bit of the level in order to actually get through. And this, once again, has a more Arabian style to it. This is actually the compatriot to Scorch. So this is actually complete in that pair. Every level, as I've said before, in Autumn Plains has a pair. And I don't know why the desert means autumn, but there you go. That doesn't do anything for us. There's only one trophy in this level, and that is pretty much get through the level without touching the harming, the bad water. Here it is. Don't touch the hazardous water in Shady Oasis. Dryfoot. That should be a very easy one for us to get. So, I mean, it kind of involves one of our missions.
Spyro, it's a good thing you're here. I've been trying to get a berry out of this magic berry bush, but I'm just not strong enough.
Which is ironic, because if you had it, you would be strong enough.
If you charge or flame the bush, one of those yummy berries should drop.
So yeah, that intro that we saw, that's the gimmick for this level. Give one of these guys this magic berry, which looks more of a cherry or a small apple to me, and he gets elephantitis, so it just makes him grow. One of the two. Also kills enemies for us by just walking into them. Perfect for progression. Avoid that guy for now. That guy's running around. We pretty much got to help this guy get through. And these guys have scimitars. They look like big thieves. That's going to be a thing. Peacocks, they're fodder for this level, so if you ever need your help, flame a peacock. Don't know why we have to flame peacocks. They seem like lovely animals. What do they do to us? I don't know. At least pigs who get nice, tasty sausages out of it. Or pork chop. This area is helpful for later, but I am just going to come down here right now and grab gems. In fact, this level may look huge, but it's actually extremely linear. And you go through it pretty quick. So this level might actually not take us very long. And even if it does, we can still squeeze in the next level because it's actually not as big as you think. I need to come back down here again because I didn't grab that green. So up there. In fact, I forgot all this as well. All this is for later, as I've said already. It's just, I'm coming over here to grab the gems now so I don't forget later. Just makes our revisit a little bit more simpler. I mean, this level ain't as bad as Fracture Hills, where an orb mission is locked behind another orb mission, and you can't do it because you just do not have the ability to do so, because you just can't kill those Earth Shapers. That's pretty much the main issue. So as long as we can like get past that, we can go back there. But because 2 of the 3 missions are locked past it, and it also makes one of the other orb missions freeing that one fawn out of that house right before the special power gate. Yeah, we kind of need to deal with that in order to actually, you know, do that in the first place. We need to take out the Earth Shaper so it makes it a lot more doable. And the Supercharge cannot kill them. You can only knock them in the lava, and if there's no lava to knock them in on the same plane that they're on, then it's not going to work. So that's why we're leaving it for later. And by the way, we've already looped over the beginning part of the level already. It's just one massive circle, and I'm surprised you didn't kill that one. I'm guessing he shrunk before he reached. But yeah, he follows a set path. He doesn't actually get hit by the enemies. He just can't grab the berries in order to get through, so that's a thing. I want to stay on the upper half in this area to start with in order to get all these red gems. It's a little bit annoying they're all red, but we actually do need to do it in order to progress. Flame this tree at least once while he's down there so he can open the gate. Okay, that was delayed. But he smashed through it, so that's cool. So now we can go back through this way backwards in order to grab the rest of the stuff. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting a lot of frame drops right now, because my flame was getting a bit too intense there. Sounds like Spyro 4 in that case. Still feel like they need to remake Spyro 4. Just make it less clunky. It's fine enough. It's just buggy and clunky. If they could just like, I mean, if they remade it in this engine and just did that, I feel like it would be a massive improvement. And if they wanted to do the definitive edition, like what they actually wanted to make it before, then that's even better still. And then you can include both versions to appease both audiences. And I do not know how you avoided my flame there. I kind of like somehow got pushed around while flaming. It was very odd. Oh, I'm going to have to kill a peacock now. You see what you've done? You made me kill one of my parents' favourite animals. How dare you? Let's just do that. Kill you before you blast me. And yeah, we're pretty much closing in on the end of the level. Like I said, looks like a big level on the map, but it's actually extremely linear, because there's only one way to go, and the big, massive area is just basically you going in and out multiple times. Kind of like that cave level in the first Spyro game that we had to go through before, the one that kind of crisscrosses around itself, and we had those demonic dogs to deal with. Actually, I want to pick this up, because I can do this. And fire in the complete wrong direction somehow. I don't know how I managed that, but I missed again! Whatever. I'm mad already. We do actually need that rock though, because we can't actually jump up here to flame this, even though you think you could do what I just did there, jump and flame. It doesn't work, so don't know how I didn't get hit there. Well, I didn't hit him there, excuse me. Pretty sure I bonked into his shield, but it didn't happen. So let's grab this quickly. Shoot that. There we are. Kind of have to go in the first person in order to shoot that thing. He'll smash the way. And we're already at the end of the level. Oh, wow, okay. That didn't do damage, but that can actually knock you around. I did not know that could happen.
Thanks for helping me reach the Great Berry Bush. Now we can eat berries all the time. Here, take this. It's a gift from all of us hippos.
So, you wanted to make it to the Great Berry Bush so you can be giant all the time. Fair enough.
Spyro, 3 thieves have stolen our magical brass lamps. please get the lamps before they take them away from Shady Oasis?
Well, I don't see how they could unless they went for the exit portal, and if I never made that spawn, they wouldn't be able to get out at all. And yep, we have thieves again, and they function just like they did in Spyro 1. They run away, and you just have to charge into them or flame them. And there's 3 to do in this level when they appear at certain points. We've also got this jar to deal with. And it spawns in different areas as before, like in Scatling's Badlands. So, yeah, we've got that to deal with. Also, we have a power-up down there. Let's go check that out first, since, you know, we can actually get back to this middle area, since, you know, we've got this whirlwind. But there's a few things we cannot do. This, for example. We can't jump onto it, it just pushes us off, but it's got a target. There's no way to bust the super, and the rocks can't do it, so we need something like a rocket, or supercharge, or super flame, but we don't have that. Instead we have this power up over here, which I don't actually think we've had yet.
Spyro, my brothers have been trapped in solid rock. I'm afraid you'll need to learn some kind of head bash move before you can help us.
And that's why we can't do this mission yet, so that's an entire orb that we cannot get right now. And that's how we bust open that case that we just saw. Also, I don't know why I said that we didn't have this move before. We've already had invincibility before. That was, funnily enough, Scatling's Badlands. I blanked out there, so I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, this actually allows us to walk onto this, well, onto the acidic, damaging, hazardous water. Go through all the names. And, but yeah, but we already beat the level before we touched any of this stuff. I guess the best thing is that, you know, when you're down there, you could get hit. You could even get hit on the way to the exit, so that's not that big of an issue. But hey, invincibility, don't knock it. I'm going to keep it. So, let's hop over here. Chase this guy in a moment once I whack this. This jar tends to stay in the middlemost part of the level, and I am not protected anymore. That's not cool. There's a rocket here. But this is only for that one down there, because there's no way to destroy that one at all. Wait, where'd the rocket go? Oh, took a while. But yeah, broke that at least. So yeah, like I said, we can actually do a lot in this level, like in Glimmer, but we still can't actually finish it off. It's a lot less like Fracture Hills, as I've mentioned already. It's just, you know, Fracture Hills is a big... It's a big one. It just sticks out there because you just can't do anything. And yeah, these thieves are not nearly as fast as they used to be. I guess it's because they're out of practice, because they haven't had to run from dragons all the time. They're not stealing eggs, they're only stealing lamps that they don't even know what to do with. This guy likes to run on the outer edges and then jump through the middle, but it is easily chargeable through, as long as you don't bonk or mistime your jump. So all we got to do is just cut some corners, make sure we nail every jump. I thought I got him with my flame there. I'm going to cut him off here. How do I not get in that time? Come on. Oh, I didn't get him there either, but he still continued to run like a moron. If he stopped, he would have actually been fine. Got him. Alright, that's perfect. So I'm actually right on the money for this pot right here. So let's go smash that. And that wasn't the final time. It's still moving about. And it's literally right in front of us, so it's like right in range. Yeah, looks like a big level, but it really is just a linear level that just crisscrosses on itself and just, yeah, does that, really. So if we just dash through this way and then drop down here. Right there! Back at the beginning of the level. Get a bunch of 2s, come through here, get a bunch of blues, or purples, depending on what you want to say. And, 380. Missing just a few more gems. And I think you know where those gems are. They're in the centre. Can I actually do this? Get back to the middle quicker? Yeah, I can. I don't think you're supposed to do that. But then again, even if you did do that, this whirlwind wouldn't be here. But yes, that is literally all we can do in this level for now. We've got 2... Oh, wow, no, wait, hang on a minute. I'm missing a thief still. Excuse me. Almost messed that up. I was about to leave. I forgot to get this one. And I actually went in backwards, so well, that don't matter. Normally get the thieves before I do anything else in the level, so that was just me derping about. Let's get this guy quick. But yeah, after we get this guy, that's literally all we can do in the level. We can't... He went down the corridor, didn't he? We can't do the other orb mission because we need to be able to pound well, we need to be able to do a head bash move, and we also can't get the rest of the gems because they're in that canister right next to that mission that requires the head bash move. So now we know what our next ability is. We can't do it, and that's what we need for the Earth Shapers as well. We need that to kill them.
Thanks for bringing back the 3 magic lamps. Here, take this orb. Some fairy left it with me, but it won't hold a proper shine.
Well, maybe if you rubbed it, you might have got some genies. And then I could just wish for, you know, Ripto to be back in his world. Make sure everyone else is all fine and dandy, and just give me all the talismans of the land.
Oh, 1 wish, a 2 wish, a 3 wish. Then I make like a banana and spin it.
Like the same joke I made in Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, like I said, that's literally it for this level. We can't do anything else. And even if I did miss a few gems that we could grab, we got to come back anyway, so it's not that big of a problem. At least we got the trophy, because that's one of the easier trophies, to be perfectly honest, despite being a silver. Or was it a gold? I can't remember. But yeah, it was a silver. But there was no, you know, there was no skill point to get. That's because we're coming up to one. That's not going to be fun. But yeah, that guy, he was greedy and just ate all the berries off of the tree. So now everyone else is going to starve. He didn't get big because he ate all the berries. Well, he did get big because of all the berries, but not because of the effect. That's what I was trying to go for. I didn't word it right. I keep messing up my jokes. I don't know why. Oh boy.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have all 14 talismans, your guidebook can break the lock on the door and you can fight Go. Are you ready?
No, actually, because I pressed the dash button, but I didn't, I got thrown off by the camera swivel, and then I forgot, wait a minute, I just got all 14 talismans, I'm going to get warped to you. Mubby? Maybe later.
Okay, come back whenever you're ready.
That was actually a cute little line there, right there. She was like, okay, it was like, whenever you're ready. I actually like that, and you don't normally hear that very often, because people normally just say yes, the door opens, and then you walk away. But, hey, at least we get to hear both sides of the dialogue, because we're not done yet. We're going down this way this time. We got more money bags. At least now it makes sense that he's moved, because he's no longer where he was standing before, outside of Shady Oasis.
I would love to let you enter this speedway free of charge, Spyro. Love to. Unfortunately, the speedway rules require me to charge a small fee.
Yeah, you say that you would love to let me in free of charge, but I doubt the rule was made by the Speedway. I mean, it would actually make sense, considering that, you know, the first Speedway we had, there was actually some spectators, and I suppose they would have to, you know, buy tickets in order to have those seats. So, at least in this case, the Speedway rules requiring a small fee to enter would make sense, especially if you're entering the competition as well. And it's also extremely cheap. Thing is, though, I'm pretty sure you're the one who made the rule.
You've chosen wisely. I bet a quick dragon like you will win your money back in no time.
At least he knows that there's prize money and it's 4,000. Well, yeah, 400, excuse me, not 4,000. 4,000 is what I almost have. But yes, we got another speedway to do, and there is actually a trophy which I will actually check during this transition because it doesn't actually stop the transition. If I scroll down a tad, we have, where is it? No, a little bit up. Here we are. It was flying high. Defeat the snowmobiles before defeating a hang glider. This is probably one of the easier ones to map. And what you just want to do to get the trophy is just bash these 3 first. Before taking out, oh my god, I was going too sharp there. I blame the momentum. That looked really weird. But yes, I took all them guys out first before taking out a hang glider. Now I want to take out the hang gliders. But because they're not actually, you know, with the snowmobiles now, they're actually harder to track. Because they follow the same path and they are actually classified as the same target. So that messed me up a tad, but that's not a problem because at least I got the trophy and that was easy enough to get. So now I want to look back on myself and take the arches. Hopefully I haven't screwed myself over. I shouldn't have. This is actually quite lenient, but we're not going for the we're not going for the skill point yet because we have to actually beat it first. And my lord, I'm going everywhere. What am I doing? Oh boy, I've recovered. For some reason, I'm not actually used to flying. And I just crashed. For some reason, I keep trying to press forward to go up and down. I think it's because, forgive me for saying this, because I keep saying this since I came back since my little hiatus of Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's my blame. It's because of the flying the ships and whatnot. But I've got my buttons back. I just haven't got my flying back, which probably is not going to make this any easier. I got to remember that press up is down and down is up. That if I can just switch that in my brain, I'm good. And I need to actually run on the floor because for some reason I can't turn right again. For some reason I keep going wide when trying to turn right. It's really annoying. Maybe let's get this guy back again quick. There we are. And that's remedied the situation at least. Somewhat. I've got a little bit more time this time. I just don't want to mess this up. If I keep going wrong with my up and downs, I might have to change the controls so I'm not constantly second guessing myself. Should be able to do it. I'm mostly handicapped myself because of what I've been playing recently. That's all with different controls, you know. Whoa, okay, nope. I pressed the wrong button as well to try and recover from that. I kind of bounced off him somehow. That was really bad. Get this monster. Don't hit the water, please. Thank you. Get these two. I've recovered. I think I might have actually salvaged this. Despite being a little bit bad there. Get this guy. Get this guy. Get this guy. That should be the last three over here. Yeah, it is. And there we are. Got them all. I only had to fail once, but then again, I kind of messed myself up at the beginning anyway, because I had to do it in an odd order, because you wouldn't normally go for the snowmobiles first, and then get the hang gliders, because when you get the hang gliders, you just follow the same pattern on the floor. It's a lot harder to find something flying above, following a set pattern, than it is on the floor or on the surface of water, following a certain pattern. But that was only 128. We need to do it in 115 to get that skill point, so here we go! This is going to be fun, so I can't mess this up. Right, so... Get you. Let's get you. 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 Okay, I want to drop, and then I want to start charging, and I missed that guy. That's a problem. Right, so I should be okay here, as long as I don't scuff anything. I kind of missed that guy. That's going to mess me up. Oh, I missed him again. Okay, I'm going to reset, because you can actually do that to reset, and I keep forgetting that you can do that. So I don't have to actually go off to the side and fall in the water in order to kill myself. So, go and kill myself, that sounds so mean. Go and, like, fail to retry is the better term, I guess. And drop down now. There is actually, in this version of the game, actually, there is, like, a very subtle, like, line where they follow. Like, you can actually see the track lines of their vehicles. When you're going around that to get the snowmobiles, you can actually see the like very subtle lines. Obviously that's something that's in the Reignited trilogy and not in the original, but that's very subtle, and I actually like that, because if you keep an eye on that and follow it, that actually helps. And I didn't mean I'd land on the floor there, that kind of messed me up a tad there. Right, flame you, go, go, go. No, what are you doing? I'm not entirely too sure I'm going to make it now, to be honest. You. No! What the bollocks? I bounced on his head. That's not what I wanted. I'm not going to make it now. Because I had to loop around and that messed me up. I'm not going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, I didn't make it. That is close though. And I will finish it off just for the sake of finishing it off because I'm right here. I was 3 seconds out, like on the dot. That... If I didn't miss that, if I didn't somehow bounce off the guy of that one serpent's head when I flamed, which didn't kill him, I would have done it. And for some reason, my new record says 118.9. I'm pretty sure it just said 118.0. Or did I read that wrong? I'm pretty sure it said 0. I was right on the dot, I swear. Still though, if I could knock off like 3.9 seconds off of that, I would have done it, and that's because I had to turn around, and that wasted time. So if I didn't have to do that, I would have made it. So we'll give it another old college try on screen, and then if we have any more trouble, we'll start cutting. the usual montages. Well, that went a lot better. That was actually quite clean. So if I can do that, keep it, that'll be golden. And that'll be another skill point for us. At least I got the trophy, so that's not a problem. Flame. That iceberg is a very tough one to do. Normally I charge to kill them, but it just seems a lot easier to fly into them. Because of the momentum-based physics, it carries my speed. So, like, changing from charging to flying isn't actually ideal in the Reignited version, in my opinion. So, I feel like we're going to be good here. Yeah, I think we got it. And I've adapted to my flight controls again. There we go! I am happy about that! And that did say 118, so yeah, I must have actually read it wrong. But yeah, we actually got it! I'm pretty happy about that, very chuffed. But we're not done yet, because if you remember with all the other speedways that we've done so far, by the way, 2 speedways in one hub world, that's a little bit weird. But yeah, regardless of that, what I want to do is go to this igloo and kaboom! Suddenly Hunter! What are you hiding in this igloo for?
Good job, Spyro. Looks like you're ready for a more serious challenge. How about a little paragliding? You're not afraid of heights, are you?
Dude, I'm a dragon who flies. Of course I'm not afraid of heights.
Great! I'll tow you behind my snowmobile, and you maneuver through the rings. Don't miss any or we'll have to start over.
It's a game where you fly through hoops. And all you gotta do is just literally go left and right. And I will say, the Reignited version feels a lot less janky. It felt really bad in the original PS1 release. And yeah, it didn't feel like that you were actually at the right point to get the rings, but you were. But it's a lot more smoother in this. And not only that, but you have better depth perception as well. So, I mean, not I'm saying that older games didn't have good depth perception. I mean, the Nintendo 64 was really bad for that. But the way that the textures stretch out when you're walking around in PlayStation 1 games... Excuse me, I somehow missed that. I moved back a bit too early there. But yeah, the way that textures like stretch when you move around kind of like helps with the depth perception on PS1 games, despite being in 32-bit. Well, obviously the 64 was like 64-bit, so it was technically more powerful, but you could have better, bigger games on PlayStation because of the storage medium. It's a weird thing. It's like one of those weird arguments. Like, Nintendo had the power, but not the memory storage in order to make bigger games, but they still did pretty well what they had. I mean, you see games like Banjo-Tooie, they're bloody huge. And then, like, Donkey Kong 64, where the graphics are actually quite clear. How did I miss that one? Anyway, I'm talking now, and I'm actually putting myself off. But you get what I mean. It's like... 64 did have its own good games, but you wouldn't be able to stick something like Metal Gear Solid or Final Fantasy 7 on the N64 because of all the FMVs. And even if games did get ports on the 64, if they had cutscenes of FMVs, they had to go with slideshows or, you know, the in-game engine. But funnily enough, I do actually prefer, because if it's in the in-game engine, it's not a very contrastive difference in style, you know. You can tell that it's like, because it's consistent.
Great.
Excuse me. I lost it there because I was winding up for a sneeze. Ugh. That was bad. Okay, I will say I don't normally fail this often, and I will say it does feel a lot less janky on this, but the evidence to the contrary. And then again, I'm talking, so I don't know. I'm just gonna, if I fail one more time, I'm just gonna cut until I get it done, because we're pretty much, there's not much challenge on this one. Maybe it's because I'm pushing too far to the left and right, so I don't have the speed to get back. Yeah, I'm pushing too far. I'm pushing too far. And in the original, that wasn't a thing. That's because of momentum again. That's why I'm having a little bit of trouble. It's the momentum again. Anything to do with charging or flying, requires momentum, and that's probably why it's a lot more smoother. But if I keep pulling, you can see that I kind of stretch to the maximum, and in the original you just had 3 separate distances, which is probably why it felt janky, because it locks you to the 3 distances. Here, you've got, just like an analog stick, you've got the variables, and that's probably what's messing me up, actually. I'm not used to it. Yeah, so if I don't pull all the way with the analog stick, I can actually make it. Oh, bloody hell, I sneezed again! The cold in this level is getting to me. And yeah, I made it, even though I kept sneezing.
You're even better than I am.
Yeah, I know. Good lord, I might keep those in just for comedic effect. Woo! But that's 40 orbs on the dot. And that is all of Autumn Plains done. Yep, that's it. So we can actually leave. I did press up. But we're up to time. So in the next episode, guys, before we take on Ripto yet again, we're not actually done with Autumn Plains. So I think before we hop in, we're going to explore the rest of Autumn Plains before taking out Ripto. See you guys then.